99% of traders lose money in this market, and only the top 1% is able to survive in this difficult game and make consistent profits. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you guys how to become a professional trader, how to become part of this 1% that actually not just survive in the markets, but actually thrive in the markets. And let me tell you something, majority of the trading advice you hear online belongs here, all right? Belongs in absolute trash, the dumpster downstairs. Absolute trash advice leads to trash results, right? If you're trading like the majority, which is 99%, you're gonna end up getting the results just like the majority, which is only 4 letters, LOSE, lose. So this is a very accurate representation of what really separates the top 1% from the bottom 99%. So over here on this y-axis, we got money. X-axis, we got time. Very, very simple chart right here. It's not rocket science, guys. So you can see this is what happens to the majority of the people inside this industry. When they start trading, right? They learn about trading, they watch a bunch of trading videos, they learn smart money concepts, ICT concepts, price action trading, or they chance upon a bunch of trading indicators, right? They see some free trading strategy that they find on YouTube and they start using it. Beginner's luck come in, and that is when they are able to make some nice profits, right? They could be making a few $100 or a few like $50, a few like $20 here and there, right? They make some nice profits here and there. Beginner's luck shit, right? Everybody goes through this phase. But then they start losing, right? They start losing money. And then they start blowing accounts after accounts. And they start losing more and more money. And at this point of time, they're wondering what is wrong with them. What is wrong with their trading strategy? So they go onto YouTube trying to find the next trading strategy that works. And then that is where they chance upon, let's say, ICT concepts. And they try it and they realize that, okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. This is every single trading strategy out there. Let me tell you something. This is the honest truth from a YouTuber with over 700,000 subscribers on YouTube. Not every single trading strategy is going to work. And every single trading strategy out there is not going to work all the time. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's move on. They will realize that the problem does not lie in their trading strategy, right? But then they'll just continuously trying to look for the next trading strategy. And then they will end up losing even more money. And then they'll waste years of their time, or rather months of their time. Eventually, they realize that no matter what trading strategy they use, they're just losing and losing and losing and losing and just blowing accounts. It's like a vicious cycle where they can't just escape from. And then eventually, they will end up quitting trading. 99% of traders do this. They go through this exact cycle, right? Where they make some money at the start, lose some money, and then quit in the end, right? Because they realize that trading is a scam. You know, trading is so difficult. There is no way I can get rich from trading. And then you see people like me who made over 6 figures from trading, shown live profits on my YouTube channel multiple times, have everything I want in life, and you wonder, this guy got lucky. I didn't got lucky. I make my own luck. So let me tell you how I make my own luck. So this is my trajectory, all right? This is somewhat like the trajectory of my trading journey. I started off like, okay, same thing as you. I started off making a few profits here and there, and then I lost money, blow multiple accounts. But then what separates me from you is this turning point right here. This turning point right here. And this is where I cracked the code. This is where I had my eureka moment. This is what turned me from losing to becoming profitable. And I believe this is the turning point that you're most interested in. You see, most traders, they go through their entire trading journey not figuring out what is this turning point. What separates the profitable traders from the unprofitable traders? And if they don't figure this out, they're going to end up quitting. And I just dropped my goddamn cap, but it's all right. They're going to end up quitting. So you can see this is what the top 1% trader curve looks like, right? Like I said, same shit, right? You go through the same exact shit. But at this turning point, they start figuring things out. they figured the code to becoming a top 1% trader is to do the right things. Things like your discipline, your risk management, the trading psychology, all this shit that you hear online multiple times already, right? They figure out that they just need to do the right things. And then they start breaking even, right? They start breaking even. They are not making profits, but at least they are not losing money anymore. They're just breaking even, getting by. And then they continuously do the right things, right? Do the right things, do the right things. And eventually they start making $1,000 per month consistently every single month. And then they start making 10,000. And then they eventually become a top 1% trader. What is this turning point right here? This is the main focus of this video. I want to dive deep into this turning point and help you become profitable in this whole ass lesson. And this is going to be a very long lesson. But trust me when I say that if you don't skip around and you actually focus on this video, stop looking at the comments, stop looking at the video suggestion on the sidebar, and just fully focus on what I'm about to share with you here, on this turning point here, you will become profitable 10 times faster. All right, so let me just erase this. There with me, guys, like, oh my God, what is this? This is like actually the first time I'm actually using a whiteboard for a lesson here on YouTube. So just bear with me a little bit, right? Like just hear me out, right? Whatever I'm gonna say is gonna make a lot of sense once you guys can actually like listen to what I'm saying right here. So let's do an experiment, all right? Let's do an experiment to see whether you are the bottom 99% or the top 1%. So let's say there's a chart here. Price is in a downtrend, right? Creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. And then there is a very strong support level right here, right? So let's call this a support level or demand zone, right? Whatever you like to call it, all right? Just know that this is a key level where buyers are going to be entering into the market. So once again, price making is downtrend, and when price reaches this area here, and it starts reversing a little bit like this. It starts reversing like this. Do you enter for a buy here? Because price is about to reverse, right? Price is about to reverse at this huge demand zone support level, and this could signify to us that this downtrend is ending. So should you enter for a buy? Comment down below right now. Do you enter for a buy right here or not? Your answer will separate your whether you are the top 99, no, the bottom 99% or top 1%. This will tell me whether you are a stupid idiot or someone who actually knows how to trade. If you answered yes, you enter for a buy here, congratulations, you're part of the 99% that lose. Congrats, bro. You're just like everybody. You are part of the ship that is heading towards the slaughterhouse. You are a geek. Now, why shouldn't we enter for a buy here? Because if price does this reversal, there's multiple scenarios which can happen. First of all, price can actually go down here, break through this support level. And this is the most common scenario. Why does this happen? So let's say you're part of this 99% that fail, right? Okay. And you actually enter for a buy right here. Boom, buy order right there, right? 99% of people are entering for a buy order right there. Boom, buy order filled by the broker. You'll be placing your stop loss below the support area right here, right? So this is where you're going to be placing your stop loss. Because if you buy at the support level, you're going to be placing your stop loss below the support level, right? This is how everybody trades, or rather how noobs trade. Now, this is just one side of things, one side of the retail traders. What's the second side? The second side of retail traders are the sellers, right? They think that this trend is going to continue. So they know that if price breaks through the support level, that means that they should enter for a sell, right? Because this downtrend is very strong, right? After all, that's what the textbooks are telling them. Well, that's what all the trading gurus out there are telling them. Sell when price breaks through a support level, when break through a key level, right? So over here, there's your stop loss from the buyers. And then there is also sell orders right here, what I call the sell orders by the sellers, right? So there are pending sell orders at this area right here. So what is the top 1% gonna do? What is the smart money gonna do? They know that all these retail traders, their orders are right here. And this is what we call liquidity. right? They know that liquidity is hidden at this area here. So what they're going to do is that they're going to purposely push the price down, break through this support area. And when price reach down here, trigger out all the buyer stop loss, right? All these retail traders, all these 99% brokies, their stop loss got triggered, and bam, they got stopped out that trade. And the sell orders from the other side of the retail traders also get triggered, and bam, they are inside the trade. Now, when they enter for a sell right here, where do you think they'll be placing their stop loss? Probably somewhere right here, above this support level. So these sellers who enter for a sell order right here, they'll be placing their stop loss above this support level right here. Okay, and look at what happened next. Price goes up, boom, smash their stop loss. Now the sellers, they are also wrong. The buyers are wrong, the sellers are wrong. The only people who are correct in this game is the top 1%. So at this point, buyer stop loss are triggered, seller stop loss are triggered. What do you think happens? When you lose a trade, when the majority of the people lose a trade, what they are doing is adding liquidity into the market. They're adding liquidity into the market for the smart money to take advantage of it. So the smart money is going to enter, or rather push the price up here, creating what we call a liquidity sweep right here. Right, over here, this is what we call a liquidity sweep, where price got purposely pushed down, manipulated, whatever you like to call it, and then reverse and hit back up. So this was clearly a scenario where smart money just wanted to grab liquidity from all the retail traders. And then you will end up seeing price does something like this. Reverse and hit back up like this. And you can see this is a very perfect scenario of a transition from bearish order flow to bullish order flow, from a downtrend to an uptrend, and this is what we call a valid reversal, or a supply to demand flip, right? So, are you the top 1% or are you the 99%? By now you should know, right? Whatever scenario that I've mentioned right here, this is clear as day a manipulation trick that is executed by the top 1%. Now, your question becomes, how do I trade like the top 1%? How do I become part of this 1% that actually wins? Firstly, you need to think and trade like a contrarian, right? So let me just erase all of this once again. Can I get like a, man, should I get like a cleaner or some shit to like do this shit? I shouldn't be doing this shit, man. I'm a millionaire, bro. Why the fuck am I wiping whiteboards here? Okay, guys, this is the worst marker ever. I'm gonna fucking throw away this marker, man. It's so hard to erase. Anyways, let's talk about how to actually become a top 1% professional trader right now. In order to become the top 1%, you have to trade like the top 1%. That means you cannot be doing what the majority is doing. If the majority of traders out there is over leveraging, using lot size way too big for their account, focusing on short-term account growth, you should do the opposite. You should run the other way, all right? So there's this process where the top 1% traders use, and this is what I call the success blueprint. All right, so it basically goes something like this. Inputs, outputs, and then there is your processors right here. And then there is your feedback right here. So this is what I call the success blueprint. It's a 4-step framework that professional traders use to gain an advantage over the rest of the fucking world. And I just want to take some time out to talk about this framework because yes, you can learn about all the smart money concepts out there. You can learn how to trade like the smart money by identifying liquidity zones, liquidity concepts, order flow, order blocks, supply and demand, you know, all the technical shit, right? Go to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos on that, a lot of trading videos out there for you to learn that. But this video, I want to do something different and tell you guys how the professional traders actually trade and how they actually improve their trading performance. Now, quite simply, if you look at this, right, what is input? It's basically the effort that you actually put into it, right? The effort that you actually put into it basically is what you do to optimize your body, your mind, and your soul so that you can trade better. Now, quite simply, if you look at this formula here, This is the effort, right? The amount of work that you do. If you increase this, you increase your output. Output is the results that you get. So it's like the amount of money that you're making, whether you master trading or not. Input, output. And processes is, in this case, the right things. Just now, I told you guys that the turning point that actually separates me from the bottom 99% is the processes, right? Because I'm able to do the right things, not just for one day, not just for 1 week, but for a very long period of time. I'm very consistent when it comes to my trading. And this allows me to gain a huge advantage over my peers. So, firstly, inputs. Inputs is essentially like what you need to focus on, right? And in trading, you need to focus on the right things, right? The processes. So let me just show you what that actually looks like. Once again, I just want you guys to memorize the success blueprint formula, all right? Input, outputs, and then there's processes and feedback. Very, very simple to memorize. This is what you should do, all right? So you start off by, let's say, learn, okay? So you start off by learning everything you need to know about trading, right? Learn, everybody do this. Next, you do what they call practice. Right, you actually go onto the charts, go into trading view, backtest your trading strategy, you trade on a demo account, whatever, practice. And then next, you actually execute. So this is where you actually start to go onto a live trading account and you are ready to trade live because you have been learning everything you need to know about trading. You have been practicing on a demo account and now you're ready to trade live, right? This could be after 3 months or even 6 months. Right, and at this phase, right, where you start executing, this is essential. This is absolutely crucial. Because if you don't execute, you learn, you practice, but you don't execute, you will never become rich. If you don't actually apply whatever you have learned from me or from other trading people out there, trading gurus out there, you will never become rich. You need to execute. Now, why is it so important for you to execute? Because only when you execute, you are able to journal down your trades. And only when you journal your trades, you know exactly what you need to improve on. Everybody's trading journey is different. Some people can win a lot of trades for a very long period of time. That means their trading strategy might have a very high win rate, but then they still end up losing money. Some people, they have a very low win rate, which means they can lose multiple trades in a row, but then they make more money than those people who win a lot. It all comes down to knowing your strengths and your weaknesses and leveraging your strength and actually mitigating your weaknesses. And you can only know that by journaling. Okay, so journaling, and then this is when you track what we call the data, right? After you journal, there is actually 2 ways where you can journal down your trades. Qualitative way is where you have like a journal and you actually write down what are your mistakes, how can you improve, what are the emotions involved. All this is like very like, in a way where you can just write down in terms of words. Data, this is cold hard data. Right? You write down how much money you lose, how much money you make, what is the risk to reward ratio, what is your Sharpe ratio, what is your win rate. This is quantitative journaling. Qualitative journaling and quantitative journaling. Only when you get data, then that is when you know exactly what to improve on, and that is when you can focus on improving your trading performance. This right here, this framework right here, right, is essentially how the professional traders do it. You see, oh, I just realized that this thing is like gone. This R here is gone. Anyways, I just realized that, I just realized. I realized one thing recently, like what really separates the professional traders from the newbies, or rather the retail traders, is the ability for them to play the long game. Retail traders, they are focusing on short-term profits. They are focusing on things like your monthly P&L. While professional traders, they are focusing on yearly P&L, right? Retail traders, they're thinking short term. they're thinking short term. They're thinking about, okay, how can I become profitable as fast as possible? Professional traders, they're thinking long term. They're thinking about how can I preserve my capital? How can I protect my capital so that I can sustain and stay in this game for years? Not for months, not for weeks, but for years. And when you are long-term thinking, guess what? You're going to focus on the process. And when you're short-term thinking, you're only going to be obsessing over the outcome. The money. Oh, how can I make $10,000 per month from trading? Oh, how can I make $1 million so that I can buy my Ferrari, so that I can drive and impress people that I don't fucking like? Retail traders, professional traders. So the first step to actually trade like a professional trader is to think long term. When you start thinking long term, you will stop doing all the stupid mistakes that you're doing right now. And you'll be focused on capital preservation. Instead of thinking how much money you can potentially make from this trade, think about how much money you can potentially lose from that trade. Will you be comfortable losing that amount of money? If not, use a smaller lot size. I've been saying this for years now. Even back then when I started this YouTube channel where I was trading like with less than $1,000 in my trading account, I was still saying the same shit. I was always process focused. I was always thinking about how can I improve my trading performance and how can I stay in this game for the long term, because most traders, they don't do this, right? The trading gurus that was there on YouTube like 3 years ago when I started, they're no longer there. Some of them have already quit trading because they are gurus. That's all they are. They are fucking gurus. I'm a student of the markets. I'm a lifelong student of the markets. I'm still here. I started this channel in 2022, and I'm still here, and I'm still winning. So, that's a little fucking rant. That's a random ass rant, alright? Anyways, back to this framework that we have right here, okay? You can see, once again, professionals, they're focusing on the long term. Retail traders are focusing on the short term execution. That's the first main difference, alright? That's the first tip for you guys, right? Is to focus on the long game. Play the long game. Just don't give a fuck about all the noise you hear on social media nowadays. Oh, this trading guru is a scam. Oh, this trading guru is a fraud. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you actually learn from that guy and you actually go out there and apply his strategy, and if it works, it works. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't give a shit about all this noise out there. Next. Yeah, back to this like little framework right here. So, very simple, right? You learn, you practice, you execute. Majority of people, they stop here, right? Like I said, the 99%, this is where they stop. They don't bother journaling their trades. They don't bother learning about their trading performance. They don't learning about tracking. They don't bother learning about how to track their data properly. They don't trade disciplinary. They still use the big ass lot size for their account, and they wonder why the fuck their account are not growing. You're a complete dumbass, bro. Learn, practice, execute, but don't just stop here. Continue down the chain. Journal down your trades, right? Like I said, there's two ways where you can actually journal down your trades, right? Your qualitative way, and then there is your quantitative way. Now, once again, qualitative way is where you are journaling down and thinking about what are the mistakes. What are the mistakes that you have committed and how to improve? How can I prevent myself from committing the same mistake again? Quantitative way is where you're tracking the data. Like I said, all your P&L, and you're monitoring the numbers part of this game, right? P&L and your win rate, your risk to reward ratio. All of these things, right? There's obviously other more data to track, but all of these things help you to know where exactly to improve on. Because trust me, you can try 10,000 different trading strategies and you're always going to get the same results, which is lose, because you don't actually know exactly what's your strength and weaknesses. and you sit there comparing yourself to someone who has been trading for 4 years. You see my lifestyle right now and you think that I was able to get there within 1 month. No, it took me fucking 4 years, bro. It took me 4 years to make my first $1 million. So, yep, I don't dive too deep into this because this is very self-explanatory, right? You basically just learn and then can like just go to my YouTube channel. There's a ton of free trading courses on my YouTube channel available for absolutely free. You don't have to go buy a course out there or whatnot. Just learn from my YouTube channel for free and then go on to practice, right? Remember, knowledge is absolutely useless if you don't practice. Go on to TradingView, practice that trading strategy, backtest that trading strategy, or trade on a demo account. Whatever it is, go and practice and then execute when you are ready. Only execute when you're ready. The last thing you should do is to jump to a live account after 3 months of trading. It doesn't make any sense at all. So only execute when you are ready. And then that is when you're executing, make sure you journal down every single trade that you take. Every single trade that you take, every win or loss out there, journal down and write it down. And also track all your data, right? Track it in a quantitative way where you put down your P&L, your win rate, your risk to reward ratio, your confluences for you to enter for the trade, the emotions that are involved. Qualitative, also track it down, right? And this is really how you can improve. And slowly you can go from 99% to the top 1%. Now, one more thing I want to say is that, okay, that was probably like the second tip, right? The third tip, one more thing that I want to say is that majority, let me tell you something, 99% of traders, they don't do this one thing. And I don't see anybody talking about this one thing apparently. On YouTube, everybody have already talked about the shit that I told you guys, the journaling, the trading strategies, the risk management. Everybody have already talked about all this shit. So I'm not gonna come here and tell you guys the same shit over and over again. There's one thing that I see people don't really talk about inside this trading industry, and it's extremely crucial. And that is focus. If you're still watching this video, you probably have a pretty good amount of focus. You probably have a pretty decent attention span. Nowadays, everybody's attention span is fucked because of TikTok, because of YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. You scroll through, 5 seconds, boom, your attention span just go down by another 1 gigabyte. And then you wonder why you can't trade profitably. Your trading account is a reflection of your life. If you can't concentrate on this video, you can't watch this video fully without like spazzing out and looking through the comments and the sidebar and scrolling through TikTok on the other hand, you won't be able to focus on the charts. You won't have the patience to wait for the perfect trading opportunities. So how do you improve focus? Before we actually improve focus, you need to learn what actually is focus. Focus is like a multiplier, right? And basically, focus times energy equal results. So focus, like I said, is somewhat like a multiplier. Focus times energy equal results. Let me give you an example. So you wake up this morning, and then you open up TikTok, and then you look through your WhatsApp messages, and then you check your email inbox. You open up YouTube, watch a bunch of freaking videos by Mr. Beast or some shit, and then you open up Conhub. Boom, this is what your energy is going. Your energy is going everywhere. And your wavelength is extremely chaotic right now. If your wavelength is so chaotic, you don't exactly know what to focus on and how can you focus when you are trading. Compared to the guy who wakes up, extremely disciplined guy, wakes up, meditate so that he can actually get a better focus when he's trading later and he can think clearer and trade better. And then after he meditate, he exercise, his wavelength is perfectly fine, he's not stimulated by anything right now. And then he go on to the charts. Single-handedly focus. Focusing on just one thing. And that is how when he go onto the charts, he's able to focus, he's able to analyze the charts within 5 minutes. He don't waste any sort of time. Analyze the charts within 5 minutes, bam, enter a buy or sell order, bam, place your stop loss, place your take profit, bam, set and forget. he was able to enter a trade within 30 minutes of analyzing the charts. Well, this motherfucker right here, he spent 5 hours analyzing the charts and he entered for multiple trades, 10,000 trades. Okay, not 10,000, let's be honest. He entered for 5 trades. He entered for a buy here, he entered for a sell here, he entered for a buy there, sell here, sell blah, 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 blah. And guess what? He lose all 5 trades. This motherfucker right here, this disciplined guy who's able to focus because he put all his energy and he's able to react to the market instead of imposing his thoughts onto the market, enter for just 1 trade. With a 1:10 risk to reward ratio, because this motherfucker is a sniper. Right, this guy is a sniper and he was able to trade with a lot of focus, able to get the sniper entry on a 5-minute time frame, and his take profit is like all the way down at the next demand zone, which is like extremely far away. 1:10 RR trade, and this fucker here took 5 trades, and some trades are 1:1 risk to reward ratio, some trades are 1:0.5, lose 5 trades, and this guy win 1 trade. All right, let's say they both start off with like, I don't know, $10,000 account. Both guys start off with $10,000 account. And this guy who just won 1 trade, he was able to take his account to 11K. And then this guy who's not really disciplined when it comes to his trading and just anyhow trading, right? Right now his account balance is at 5K right now. You can see the difference when it comes to focus. When you are truly able to focus on the charts, it makes a huge difference, because I'd rather you spend 1 hour fully focused on the charts than spending the whole day looking at the charts but not getting any results. This is exactly what I do last time, right? Last time I'll wake up, right? And then I'll immediately go onto the charts after, scrolling through social media, watch con, just looking at what do people use nowadays? Instagram, scrolling through Instagram, looking at liking my Instagram crush page, all that shit. And then I'll wake up. After I do all this shit, I will go into the charts and then I'll stare at the charts from morning 8 a.m. until at night 9 p.m. still staring at the goddamn charts. And I'll take like 10,000 different trades. I'll convince myself that I'm actually scalping, and then I will enter for a trade here, there, boom, 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 boom. And I will just be over trading. And I will always lose more money than I actually make. And I will blow my account so goddamn fast. Like within 1 day, I was able to just blow 1 account. Or within like 2-3 trades, I was able to just blow an entire account. Because I didn't have focus. But this is how I'm trading right now, right? I'm focusing on what I call the 1 good trade. I'm trading like a sniper right now rather than like a machine gun. Back then, I was machine gun, shooting my rounds, shooting a ton of bullets, but not hitting the target at all. None of the bullets hit the target. But right now, I'm a sniper. I make sure I aim towards the target. I fully focus on what I want to hit. And then boom, I pull the trigger, taking my 1 good trade. And that is essentially how I'm trading right now. I'm taking 1 good trade by 1 good trade and then 1 good trade. And that is another tip that I want to give you guys, is to trade in terms of quality and not quantity. Don't focus on trading taking like a bunch of trades. Focusing on being very patient, right? Become very patient and wait for your trading opportunity. And don't force any trades. Like I said just now, it all links up together. You see, 99% of traders, right, they are short-term focused. They are focused on how to make as much money as possible. And that is why they will wake up every single day and they will think to themselves that today I'm going to make money. Today I'm going to enter a trade and I'm going to win some trades and I'm going to make some money. And I'm going to go buy my favorite stickers. You see, that mentality is going to fuck you up. You're going to end up forcing trades even though there's no opportunities. And then you wonder why the fuck you're broke. 1 good trade, guys. If you focus on 1 good trade and then another good trade, eventually your account will grow. Because you're focusing and you're very patient and you're very disciplined and you're taking 1 good trade and 1 good trade and 1 good trade. So whatever that I've covered so far right now, I hope that you have like a very deep understanding of it. And I hope that you have really absorbed whatever I said to you guys right now, because focus is just one of the many factors that actually separates you, or rather separates the professional traders from the bottom bucket, the bottom 99%. Another thing, focus is one thing, right? Focus is extremely easy to do, all right? Actually, no, it's not really easy, right? Let me just give you guys some quick tips on how to actually improve your focus. Okay, how to improve your focus. Just some quick ones, all right? Because I don't want to waste too much of the time because you're here to look at a trading video, not a video on self-improvement. So just some quick tips on how to improve your focus. Number one, diet. Your diet is extremely important. You can't be eating shit like junk food, KFC, McDonald's, and expect to be able to focus. I literally have like an experiment myself, right? I had one day where I would just eat junk food, eat KFC, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, all that shit. And I found that I couldn't fucking focus at all. I couldn't follow my trading plan at all. So in terms of diet, the best thing you can do to yourself is to have an animal foods diet and animal and a whole food diet, right? This is the best diet right there, right? Animal foods, whole food diet, right? This is where you consume some real protein like meats and fish, and then whole food is like consuming your vegetables, your fruits, all that stuff, right? Simple things, right? Just eat healthy. That's all you need. Eat clean, eat healthy, and you will have much more energy and much more focus. And don't eat carbs, guys. Like, again, I wouldn't say don't eat carbs, but like just try to reduce the carb intake, all right? Because carbs actually makes you feel a little bit sleepy. And what I do is that after lunch, right, I'm trading already, so I don't want to eat too much carbs in case that I fall asleep when I'm trading and I miss my fucking trading opportunity. That is a no-go, man. And also, just now I mentioned about your morning, right? You see, your morning routine is extremely important. This will define how your trades actually are, right? This is extremely important. If you wake up, like I said, you scroll through social media, you watch con, you go to TikTok, you go to Instagram, you check your email inbox, you check to see what your boss has messaged you, your wavelength is completely chaotic, right? You are not able to focus. And how you start your day defines whether you have a good day or not. So start your day right, and what you can do is meditate, exercise, visualize. This is kind of like the foundation of my morning routine. I'll meditate for 10 to 20 minutes, right? And meditation is very simple. All you need to do is just sit there, close your eyes, find someplace quiet, use a noise cancelling headphones if you must, and just focus on your breath. The sensation of air going into your nose and out of your nose. As simple as that, right? No need to complicate things. And whenever you have any thoughts, like you just randomly start thinking about what you're gonna have for lunch later, or whether you actually regret breaking up with an ex-girlfriend, all this shit, right? Just bring it back to your breath. Meditation. Meditate for 10 to 20 minutes. Exercise, right? Just exercise 45 minutes to 60 minutes. Get your heart rate up so that you can have more energy and visualize you hitting your goals. Once again, I don't want to go too deep into this because this is not a self-improvement video. This is just like a quick video explaining to you guys how to actually achieve peak performance when you are trading. And next is discipline. Okay? Discipline. In trading, discipline is the ability to do the right things, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is the ability to follow your trading plan, to follow your risk management plan and use the correct position size, to be patient to wait for the perfect trading opportunity, to be only taking the high probability trade setups. All these things takes discipline to do. And there is really like no need to complicate discipline, right? One way we can actually build discipline is through, or rather two things, right? Two things which you can build your discipline, trading discipline, is to have a trading plan. Okay, let me explain to you guys why it's so goddamn important to have a trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan, you will go to the charts and then you will start scanning for trading opportunities. And trust me, you will take low probability setups. You will end up taking trades where you know you're not supposed to take, but you didn't have a trading plan. You don't have a checklist to go through to know exactly what's your entry criteria, where to actually enter for the trade, what's the confluences that you should look out for. You don't have that. You don't have some sort of structure towards your trading. And then as a result, you'll win some trades, you'll lose some trades, you'll win some trades, you'll lose some trades, you'll win some trades, and lose some trades. And when you actually review your trading performance, you don't know what you are doing wrong. And you realize that in that case, trading is just pure luck. It's no longer a business. It's just pure luck. It's a pure hobby. It's a game. And you're just gambling. You're not trading. You are gambling. Now, by having a trading plan, it removes like the need to be disciplined, because all you need to do is to just review your trading plan every single day, or review your trading plan while you are trading. What I do is that I have my charts, on my monitor. I can have like the split screen function, right? So I have my charts right here, and I have my trading plan right here, right? So I'll split the screen into like 3 quarters, and 3 quarters is my charts, 1 quarter is the trading plan. So I'll constantly be reviewing my trading plan while I'm analyzing my charts. And then that is able to give me a lot of mental clarity, because I know exactly what is the setup that I should be looking for. What is the entry criteria that I should be looking for? And when should I actually enter for the trade, and when should I not enter for the trade? Trading plan. Also, a trading journal, right? I already explained the importance of having a trading journal just now. You need this, right? 100%. These are the 2 things that you need, or rather, I believe that every single trader should have. If you don't have any of these two things, brother, you're not a professional trader. You are a professional gambler. You are not a trader, bro. Let me tell you something. You're not a fucking trader if you don't have any of one of these 2 things. You are a disgrace to this trading community. And you dare call yourself a trader? You don't have a plan. You don't track your trades. How the fuck can you call yourself a trader? So you need to have both of these things, right? Not just one, both. You cannot neglect one. You cannot survive with just one. Because if you have a trading plan, but you don't have a journal, you wouldn't be able to analyze your mistakes and know exactly what went wrong so you can improve. If you have a journal, but you don't have a trading plan, you don't exactly know what is going wrong. Is it because on that day you did not follow your trading plan, or on that day you did not use the correct position size? Because you don't even have a plan in the first place. So extremely important, just be disciplined. And how I build discipline, like trading discipline, to be honest, is to do the hard things every single day. I just do things that I'm extremely uncomfortable with doing. I'm constantly stepping outside of my comfort zone. It could be simple things like falling in love with pain. I go to the gym, I aim to hit 1 more extra rep. No matter how fucking tired I am, like I can't even move my arms right, I'll just force myself to do 1 more bicep curl. What that does is that it's building willpower, it's building mental discipline, it's building mental toughness. Discipline. Do the hard things. Meditate even you don't feel like doing it. Visualize. Journal down your trades. And really, you know you're part of the top 1% if you're able to journal your trades after a losing streak. After a losing streak, you will not feel like journaling down your trades. Experienced traders will know what I'm talking about right now. After you lost like all your hard-earned money, you have blown your entire account, you won't feel like journaling down your trade, bro. You will feel like opening up another account and depositing more money and take more trades. Try so they can revenge trade and earn back the money that you have lost. And if you do that, congrats, you're just going to continue being the 99% who lose. So journal, follow your trading plan and journal consistently, whether you feel like it or not, whether you're sad or angry or disappointed or proud, whether you win or trade or lose a trade, just do these 2 things. Journal down your trades and have a trading plan. So right now, I'm just thinking about like every single thing that I do that really reached to my turning point, like that caused me to have the turning point. And I guess it comes down to this one last thing, this one thing that I haven't really mentioned. And it's what I call awareness. Now, professional traders, they are very much self-aware. Not only do they know their strengths and weaknesses and the mistakes that they commit, they also know exactly how or why they feel certain emotions when they are trading. Okay? This is where it gets deep, all right? Because if you're watching this, I want to give you some valuable wisdom that literally no one knows this. No one actually teach this inside this whole trading industry. So I'm going to teach it to you. This is your emotions. When you are trading your hard-earned money, you're going to experience a shit ton of emotions, right? Because we are humans, and when we are risking something that is precious to us, we are going to be feeling some sort of way. And we humans, or rather we traders, do things for two reasons. Number one, it's to avoid pain. Number two is to seek pleasure. Now, I want you to think about every single thing that you have done so far in your life. You will realize that you do it because of either one of these two things. Avoid pain or seek pleasure. You download a dating app because you want to seek pleasure. You don't want to go to the gym because you want to avoid pain. You revenge trade because you want to avoid pain. You don't follow your trading plan because you want to avoid pain. You don't track your trades. You don't journal down your trades because you want to avoid pain. Everything we do it because of one of these two reasons right here. Either avoid pain or to seek pleasure. Now, what professional traders do is that we are very much self-aware. We are able to analyze our emotions when it actually arises. So for example, if I am trading, right? Let's say I'm trading today and I saw a huge green candlesticks. Right? Literally like a huge green candlestick right here. I saw that liquidity has already entered to the market. So huge candlestick giving us a lot of buying pressure, pushing the price up, right? At this point of time, the old me would have gotten in right here. The old me would have entered for a buy position right here because I saw this huge ass candlestick. Because I was experiencing fear of missing out. What we call FOMO, right? This is just pure FOMO. This is why you will often enter the trade way too late, and then you will realize that after you enter for the trade, price starts retracing. And you're stuck there wondering why the fuck the price starts retracing exactly after I enter for the trade. Once again, it's way too late. You shouldn't be entering right here after price has already made this move. Because the thing about trading is that you always have to be patient, right? When one bus has left, just wait for the next one. The next one is going to arrive in the next 5 minutes. In this case, what could you have done? You could have sat there and realized that this is actually what we call an imbalance. And price has to come back down to this area to fill up the imbalance, to fill up the inefficiency in price. And you will draw somewhat like an order block at this area right here. And your job is to wait for price to pull back to this order block. And this is where I am looking to actually enter for my buy position. After price has already retraced after a huge move, I will not be entering right here. So what it means to be very much self-aware is to acknowledge the feeling. It's not to control your emotions, right? Like you hear this term a lot of time, right? In this trading industry, say, oh, you must control your emotions in order to become profitable. I myself have said this term. But the thing is, you can't control your emotions. There is literally no way that you can control your emotions unless you are a fucking monk. Okay, there is a way to control it, but there is no way to 100% eliminate it. That means when you are feeling upset, can you just turn on a switch and you are just automatically stop feeling upset? Or when you are angry and you're about to smash this guy's face onto the wall, can you just turn on a switch and just stop that thought and just walk away? No, you can't. Because when you are emotional, the emotional part of your brain, right, takes over the logical part of your brain. The logical part of brain is telling you, okay, don't smash this guy's face into the wall. Emotional part of your brain is just telling you, you know what, fuck this guy. This guy talk shit about my girlfriend. I want to smash this guy to the wall. Emotional part taking control of the logical part. So no matter how logical you are at the moment, your emotion will always take control of you. It's the same thing in trading, right? So let's say you have experienced a losing streak, right? You have lost a lot of money. You have lost, like, let's say you are down 50% of your account. You have experienced a losing streak and you have already lost half of your account. The next thing you will do is to go to the charts and continue trading and continue entering for even more trades because you want to gain back the 50% that you lose. In that case, the logical thing to do is to just like not trade, just stop trading and just walk away from the charts. But no, the emotional part of the trade, the brain is telling you that you should revenge trade. You should continue trading so that you can make back the money that you have lost. In that case, what you need is self-awareness. What you need is to acknowledge that feeling and walk away. Seriously, that is what you need. Acknowledge the feeling and walk away. And that only comes when you have awareness. When you are aware that you have the emotion in the first place. If you're not aware of the problem, how are you going to get rid of it? So if you can genuinely develop this skill, which is to be very much self-aware, right? You will be able to stop the emotion before letting it take control over you. Right? And this comes with two things, right? It comes two things. Okay, it's not easy to develop awareness. It's extremely hard. I will argue that this is the hardest part about trading. Why do you think trading is so difficult? Why do you think it takes so long for traders to become profitable? Because it takes them this long to develop a mind that is aware, that is actually thinking in terms of discipline. So awareness can really come down to two things. And one is mindfulness. And one is, what's the other thing? Mindfulness. And the other thing is to have some sort of plan. Is it? Mindfulness. Okay. So once again, let me just bring your attention back to this, right? Awareness is basically the ability to acknowledge your feelings and to just fuck off. Like seriously, just acknowledge your feelings and not ask them to fuck off, but like just not listen to it. Right? I'm very self-aware right now. So right now I go to the point where if I'm analyzing the charts, right, and I saw like some sort of trading opportunity that is good, like it seems good, but it does not really follow my trading plan. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I saw price reversing at this area right here with a lot of liquidity and it's coming up here to create a double top, right? Equal highs. So lots of liquidity right here and it's about to go down right now. And price is already right here. It's a very good opportunity. I know for a fact that price will get down here, right? I know for a fact that it will get down here. Very good opportunity. But then if I do my risk to reward ratio analysis, I'll realize that if I enter right here, my take profit will be down here and my stop loss will be down here, right? So this is actually only a 1:1 risk to reward ratio, right? That means I'm risking 1% to make 1%. That's obviously not worth it. So that's the logical part of my brain telling me that I should not be entering for the trade because the risk to reward ratio is not worth it. The emotional part of my brain is telling me to actually enter for the trade because you might miss this trading opportunity. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And right now, I got to the point where I was able to acknowledge this. Like this literally happened to me like the other day. I was able to acknowledge, say, yes. All right, yes, this is a good opportunity. But I will give it a pass just because it does not fulfill my plan. It does not fulfill my trading plan. It does not fulfill the criteria inside my plan. In that case, very, very simple. Just don't take that trade. Now, right now you watch this, you might think that this is very simple to do. But when you are actually live trading, trust me, you won't be able to do this. Especially if you are a beginner trader. If you are an experienced trader, then you can do this. But if you are a complete beginner at trading, you won't be able to do this. You'll find that more times than not, you'll give in to your emotions. And that only comes because you don't have a solid plan, you're not really mindful of your actions, and you're not able to detach. Detaching, or rather detachment, is the ability to kind of like go into a bird's eye view. So example is where I'm trading right here, right? What I'll do, right? This sounds kind of weird, but what I'll do is that if I'm trading and I saw an opportunity like same scenario like this, right? I will literally have like a soul that actually leave my body, like Doctor Strange shit. Like it will literally leave my body, stand beside me, and it will look at me trade, and it will tell me, "Hey Brad, don't take the fucking trade." I'm able to look at things in terms of a third person's perspective. Instead of first person's perspective, I'm able to look at things in terms of the third person's perspective. This is very important. And you can see this. The reason why I saved this for the last part of this video is because this is really the best part. I want to save the best for the last because you absolutely deserve it if you're still watching this video. Awareness is hands down the most important thing when it comes to trading like a professional. Professional traders are not going to be trading based on their emotions. They're going to be trading based on their plan, right? They're going to be making sure that their entry criteria is met before they enter for the trade. They're not going to be like trading just because they feel this way or feel that way. No, they are extremely robotic. They know exactly what to do. And it's really the process just now. They're able to execute and then journal down and then track the data and then learn on what they can improve. And then once again, gonna execute again. And this time they're gonna execute with much more precision. And then they're gonna learn about how they can improve again. And then they execute again and then learn again and again and again and again. The success blueprint, right? Remember just now, we talked about this from the start, right? We talked about this from the very start of this video, where I tell you guys that your input leads to your output, and then between this is your feedback. And then this is your processes. The thing about trading is that trading is something that is different, right? It's different than any other thing that you do. In other activities like sports or business or whatnot, right? If you work extremely hard, you will get an output. Like you will for sure get a result. Like example, if you are Michael Jordan and you practice 1,000 free throws, the next time you throw a goddamn basketball, it's gonna land, right? This free throw is gonna work because you work extremely hard for it. It's different from trading, right? In trading, you can work extremely hard, spend thousands of hours on the charts, but then get no results. And you actually end up losing even more money because of analysis paralysis, because you're focusing on the wrong things. So it is very important that you actually focus on the right things in trading. And that is basically the processes, right? It's basically whatever that I just talked to you guys about, the framework that I have drawn up for you guys, the learn, practice, execute, journal, data, and then learn, and then this loop, right? So that is the processes, right? That is what you need to do in order to optimize your trading performance. And when you can do that, you will increase your profits, increase your results. And after you increase your profits, your results or whatnot, right? In order to take your trading to the next level, you need feedback. You need to know exactly what you need to stop doing and what you need to continue doing. How can you replicate the wins? And how can you eliminate the losses? All of these are things that you need to know as a trader. And you can only get that through feedback. And then once you get the feedback, you know exactly what to improve on. You go back to your input. Okay, maybe I need to tweak my trading plan. Okay, maybe I need to stop trading this setup. I need to trade this setup and continue trading this setup, which always wins. Okay, maybe I need to trade different trading session or different trading currency pair. Okay, maybe I need to stop being a scalper and actually start becoming a swing trader, because swing traders is more fitting for my schedule, and I find myself winning more trades when I'm swing trading, holding the trade for longer than when I am scalping. Feedback. Input, output, feedback, processes. This is the whole process you need in order to become a professional trader. As simple as that, guys. Inputs, outputs, feedback, processes. If you can work on this thing, if you can work on this process for not just 1 month, but for 1 year and 10 years, you will 100% get ahead of 99% of traders out there. Because 99% of traders out there, they don't know this. They don't do this, even though they might know this, but they don't do it. They don't do the work. They don't do the right things. And as a result, they will always fail. So it's actually quite simple, guys. All you need to do to outwork your competition, to out-trade your competition, and to actually win and make profits consistently, and actually achieve your dream life of freedom or whatever you want to achieve from trading, retire your parents or whatnot, right? All you need to do is to just do the right things and to just follow this process over and over and over again and play the long game and do this for the long run. If you can just do this and just follow this exact system for long run, for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, you eventually see the results, bro. So, yeah, that's the whole process. This is a very unique video. I even have the bathrobe back, guys. You guys, only the OGs will know this shit, right? The bathrobe and shit. So yeah, this is a very unique video. I just want to make something different and just show you guys that I'm actually different inside this industry, right? There has never really been a video like this made before inside this trading industry. So I wanted to be the first. And yeah. So if you enjoy more authentic, unfiltered videos like this, where I just share with you guys my thoughts on the whiteboard, comment down below. I didn't get this whiteboard idea, right? It was actually from this YouTuber that I've been watching called Charlie Morgan, right? He uses his whiteboard to explain his ideas, and I found that was a very interesting idea. So I decided to try out myself on this YouTube channel. So yeah, try this system out, go execute it, and let me know what you guys think. And if you guys want more videos like this, like unfiltered raw videos like this with no editing whatsoever, just whiteboard and value, and I literally provided as much value as I can inside this video for free, all you need to do is just let me know down in the comments, right? Just like and comment, right? And I don't, fuck man, I sound like a fucking YouTuber. I don't want to be a YouTuber, I don't want to be a trading guru, I just want to be a lifelong student of the markets. So, as always, remember, you're just one trade away. Mwah.